This is the upstairs floor of the Hansen house. We start in the little hallway that is at the top of the stairs. In this area, we have a couple of travel sewing machines. This was the first sewing machine in Ephraim. This basket holds sewing items such as needles and parts to a spindle. We also have an old adjustable dress form that women would use to make clothing. The door in this room opens onto the balcony at the front of the house. Here we have a small room that stands above the staircase, set up as a dressing room and a washroom. Here is an old tin tub that would have been used for bathing. In the back there is a cupboard full of quilts and soap. On the top shelf there is an old iron that would be heated on a stove and then used to iron clothing. This is a hat box that was used to put top hats in to keep them from smashing or getting wrinkled. Next to the door is an old umbrella. We then move to the west room. Right by the door, we have an old wheelchair from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Laid on the top and over each armrest are beautiful white crocheted doilies. On the wall hangs a patchwork quilt with a swan in the middle of it. Next to the bed is a nightstand holding many artifacts. Here's a framed picture that was made with women's hair. This hair was designed to look like flowers. This was a Victorian age tradition that represented a sentimental and intimate relationship with deceased ancestors. This iron bed was used as a hospital bed and has a white and red quilt laid on top of it. Next to the bed is an old chamber pot. Chamber was a word that meant bedroom. A chamber pot is a portable toilet meant for nocturnal use in the bedroom. It was common in many cultures before indoor plumbing and flushing toilets. Here is a bust of beautiful, decorative blouse and a female mannequin standing next to it. Our next display case holds a jewelry box, brush, mirror, and a hair-waving iron that would be set on a stove to heat them up and would then be used to put waves in women's hair. We also have a fan, a few pieces of jewelry, and hairpins. This case is filled mainly with things that would be in a lady's bedroom. Set on this table is an old-style phonograph, more commonly known as a record player. This is a nightcap that a woman would place over her hair from getting too messed up while they slept. The carpet on the floor was original to the room. Set on the chest are military pictures and old military hats. Next to that is a mannequin with a World War I sailor suit placed on it. The female mannequin has a ladies' pioneer-era dress. Across the hallway, we move into the east room, which has been set up as a child's bedroom. There are multiple baby carriages from the 1800s, along with a couple of toddler walkers. There is one at each end of the room. They don't look too much different from the baby walkers that we use today. In the windowsill are toys that small children would have played with. In the baby carriages are porcelain dolls that would have been used by small girls. Some of the carriages used to have a parasol that would raise from the back and shade the baby. In the corner is a crib with dolls, as well as night dresses that the babies would wear to bed. In this corner are two wooden rocking chairs that would have been used by mothers to rock their children to sleep. On the other side of the room is another baby crib. More dolls were placed in this crib, along with bonnets, used to cover a child's face from the sun. At the end of the bed is a small children's wicker rocking chair. Here we have 3 school desks with chairs attached to them. On the desk are small ink bottles and ink wells. These desks would have been used in the early 1900s.